Hello, hello all. Today we will see the next session of our AWT. Right. So in the last session we have discussed the way by which we can create AW and we can create graphical user interface components or GUI components or by using a AWT. So we have already seen there are two ways by which we can display a frame on given screen on given. So we have seen that particular part, how we can display a frame uh, on a particular display screen or a display area, right? So these are some objectives. I will briefly go through these objectives of the abstract windowing toolkit. So our main objectives are to discuss various classes present in a java.awt package. So one of the class is a frame class. We have also seen a class called as a label class, button class. We have seen a frame class, right? So so we have to discuss some more classes which is present in the java.awt package. Then we have to understand the inheritance hierarchy of AWT. In initial lecture only, I have told you what is the hierarchy of AWT. Then outline of basic structure of GUIs. How we create a GUI component by using the concepts of AWT. Then to show how to add components to containers, how to use layout managers, and then lastly we have to understand the basic graphic processing under AWT. Right. So the important thing is that AWT is actually classified into three categories or three types. One is called as a components. Now you are know about the components. Components are nothing but classes, right? I have discussed this concept with you. Classes means frame, button, label, text field. All these are the classes. So all these classes are called as a components. In my initial lecture, I have told you why it is called as a component. The next important part in AWT is layout managers. There are different layout managers. In totality, there are 5 layout managers. We have to discuss these layout managers in detail and what is the significance or what is the use of these layout managers. And lastly, it is a graphics. How we design a better graphics by using AWT components. Okay. So this is the hierarchy. We have already seen the hierarchy. Okay, in another fashion it has displayed. Okay, we have seen only this part. I will highlight the component, container, window, frame, panel. We have discussed only this part in our previous sessions of AWT hierarchy. Now this hierarchy is elaborated, right? Okay. आता जी हायरार्की मी सुरुवातीच्या लेक्चर्समध्ये डिस्कस केली होती ती हायरार्की करेक्ट आहे, पण तेव्हा मी तुम्हाला सांगितलं होतं की ही डिटेलमध्ये नाही आहे. अजून आपल्याला अजून डिटेलमध्ये हायरार्की बघायची आहे. हा त्याचा डिटेल्ड व्ह्यू आहे. जो तुम्ही सुरुवातीच्या लेक्चरमध्ये बघितला आहे तो त्याचा कॉम्पॅक्ट व्ह्यू आहे. ओके, जो इम्पॉर्टंट पार्ट होता सुरुवातीला तेवढाच आपण बघितला होता. कंपोनंट, त्याच्या खाली कंटेनर, देन there is a window and frame, and on the other side it is a panel. Okay, we have seen only 5 classes. We have seen component, we have seen container, window, frame, and panel. We have seen only these 5 classes, but we haven't seen all other classes. But we have to use it, right? Okay, so this is the entire hierarchy. Okay, so inside the component, sorry, after component as a superclass, we are having all these are the subclasses: button, list, text box, choice, label, text component. Text component is classified into two parts, that is a text field and text area. Text field means single row. We are having only one row. We are having only one row. Consider that we are having only one row. This is one row and 3 columns. Okay, right? Okay, so that is a singular area, that is called as a text field. Whereas text area is nothing but we are having a multiple rows and multiple columns. Okay, this is best example of text area. Okay, तो टेक्स्ट फील्डचा मीनिंग काय असतो, एक रो असते त्याच्यामध्ये n नंबर ऑफ कॉलम्स असतात, राईट. वेअर टेक्स्ट एरियाचा मीनिंग काय असतो, नंबर ऑफ रोज असतात, नंबर ऑफ कॉलम्स असतात. म्हणजे n रोज असतात, n कॉलम्स असतात. आता n ची व्हॅल्यू आपण डिसाइड करणार. सोपी गोष्ट आहे. टेक्स्ट फील्ड म्हणजे काय, सिंगल डायमेन्शनल आहे. whereas text area काय 2 dimensional आहे, रो पण असते आणि कॉलम पण असते. Okay, that is length as well as breadth. Okay, length and breadth is present for the rectangle, so similarly it is a text area, right? So this is some description about the component. Okay, and for every component we are having these methods. One best example of component is a frame. You can see in this hierarchy, from a component we are having container, and from a container we are having a window and frame. We are using a frame. So frame is basically a component. Component is a superclass, container is a subclass, then we are having a window as a subclass, and then we are having a frame as a subclass, right? So frame subclass has all the properties of their previous superclasses. फ्रेम कडे त्याच्या सुपरक्लासच्या सगळ्या प्रॉपर्टीज अवेलेबल, आणि कंपोनंट त्याचा काय सुपरक्लास आहे. फक्त एक महत्वाची गोष्ट लक्षात ठेवायची, कंपोनंट इज अ ॲब्स्ट्रॅक्ट सुपरक्लास. I have told you in the initial lecture. So component is a abstract superclass. So frame is type of a component only. Frame is a class, but it is a component only because it is extending component class indirectly. Frame is extending window, window is extending container, and container is actually extending component. Hence frame is extending component class. You can see it. Okay, the hierarchy is very evident. So for any component we are having all these methods. We have used some of them, right? We have used set size, we have used set visible. So along with the object of a frame class we can use these methods: set size, set bound, set location, set fonts, set enabled, set visible, set foreground, and set background. Okay, so these are some methods which we can use with a component, so which we can use with a frame where we are using it. Then next part is a container. Container is a subclass of a component, right? So we have discussed container also. For a container these methods are present. The add method is present, get component is present, get maximum size, minimum size, preferred size, remove and remover. All these present methods are present in a container. Okay, so frame is present at this point. So frame is extending container. Indirectly frame is extending component also. So frame class container ला extend करतो आणि container component ला extend करतो. त्यामुळे frame class कडे component classच्या methods आहेत, container classच्या पण methods आहेत. Okay, so you can identify set size. Frame class is having a set size method, set visible method, we have used it, as well as frame class is having a add method. Add method पण आपण वापरली frame class साठी. And because it is also present in a frame class, because frame is extending a container class, right? So now next part is the windows and frames. Okay, we have already seen a program, okay, by using a frame, right? So window class defines a top level window with no borders and menu bar, but frame defines a top level window with borders and menu bar. This is the difference between window and frame. For a window class we don't have any border as well as menu bar. But for a frame class, we are having a borders as well as menu bar. Remember this particular part. Okay, and we have seen it. Okay, menu bar and borders, all these things. Okay, if you identify in my previous session, I have shown you output. You can easily identify menu bar as well as borders and all other things. Title, you can identify it. Next part is a panel. We haven't used a panel class. We will use panel class in next sessions, and then we can identify it. Okay, so these are some classes. Okay, from button onward these are some classes. If you see the hierarchy, initial hierarchy from button onwards, button, this, checkbox, choice, label, text component, these classes are low level components. Remember, these classes are low level components. आता low level components चे meaning काय आहे? हे जे classes आहेत त्या क्लासेसचा वापर करून आपण ऑब्जेक्ट क्रिएट करू शकतो, पण ती ऑब्जेक्ट आपण डायरेक्टली आपल्या स्क्रीनवर डिस्प्ले करू शकत नाही. मग बटन क्लासचं जर ऑब्जेक्ट आपल्याला स्क्रीनवर दाखवायचं असेल, म्हणजेच बटन कंपोनंटचं ऑब्जेक्ट आपल्याला स्क्रीनवर दाखवायचं असेल, इनडायरेक्टली बटन आपल्याला डिस्प्ले करायचं असेल आपल्या स्क्रीनवर, तर आपल्याला कोणाची मदत घ्यावी लागते? हाय लेवल कंपोनंटची मदत घ्यावी लागते. मग हाय लेवल कंपोनंट कोणती आहेत? ही सगळी कंपोनंट हाय लेवल कंपोनंट. म्हणून जेव्हा मी सुरुवातीच्या लेक्चरला सांगितलं होतं तेव्हा मी 5च क्लास बद्दल माहिती दिली होती. because these classes represents high level components. We have to take the help of high level components. Okay. The best example is we are taking a help of frame class. Frame is a high level component. We are taking a help of a frame class. We also take a help of a panel class also. We can take a help of a panel class. It is possible. But generally we are using a frame, hence we are taking a help of frame class. म्हणजे मला बटन कंपोनंटला जर डिस्प्ले करायचं असेल तर कोणाची मदत घ्यावी लागेल? फ्रेमची मदत घ्यावी लागेल. फ्रेमचं जे ऑब्जेक्ट आपण क्रिएट करू त्या ऑब्जेक्टवर आपण बटनचं ऑब्जेक्ट ऍड करू. हे सांगितलंय लास्ट सेशन मध्ये. ओके, फ्रेमचं ऑब्जेक्ट जर FM असेल तर FM डॉट ऍड BTN असं लिहायचं राईट. तेव्हा बटनला आपण डायरेक्टली डिस्प्ले नाही करणार आहोत. आपण बटनचं ऑब्जेक्ट फ्रेमच्या ऑब्जेक्टवर काय करणार आहोत? ऍड करणार आहोत आणि मग फ्रेमला डिस्प्ले करणार आहोत. आणि ज्या वेळेला फ्रेम डिस्प्ले होते त्यावेळेला त्याच्यावर ऍड केलेला प्रत्येक ऑब्जेक्ट डिस्प्ले होतो. समजा त्या फ्रेमवर आपण एखादा लेबल ऍड केलं असेल तर लेबल पण डिस्प्ले होतं. चेकबॉक्स ऍड केला असेल तर चेकबॉक्स डिस्प्ले होतो. पण चेकबॉक्स डायरेक्टली डिस्प्ले होत नाही. ओके, चेकबॉक्स कुठे आपण ऍड करतो? फ्रेमवर ऍड करतो आणि फ्रेम डिस्प्ले केली जाते. ओके, सो फ्रेम इज नथिंग बट अ कंटेनर. आपल्याकडे कंटेनर असतो बघा, म्हणजे बॉक्स असतो. बॉक्सला आपण कंटेनर म्हणतो. त्या बॉक्समध्ये आपण बऱ्याच गोष्टी एकत्र करून ठेवू शकतो आणि आपल्या सोयीनुसार ते वापरू शकतो. अनदर एक्झाम्पल इज अवर CPU, सेंट्रल प्रोसेसिंग युनिट. आपल्या कॉम्प्युटरसाठी जे असतं ते एक प्रकारचा कंटेनर आहे. त्याच्यामध्ये मदरबोर्ड अवेलेबल आहे, हार्ड डिस्क अवेलेबल आहे, रॅम अवेलेबल आहे. त्याच्या व्यतिरिक्त बरीच कंपोनंट्स आहेत. ती सगळी आपण काय केली आहेत? असेंबल केली आहेत आणि एकाच ठिकाणी ठेवली. सो इट इज अ टाइप ऑफ अ कंटेनर. इट इज अ टाइप ऑफ अ बॉक्स. So we are referring central processing unit. We are not referring motherboard. We are not referring RAM. We are not referring hard disk. Right? We are referring entire unit as a central processing unit. Similarly, here also we are referring entire frame as a one unit. And inside that frame, we are having a different components. We can add it as per our choice. So all these components are low-level components. Okay, we have to understand AWT means we have to understand all these components. That's it. आपल्याला AWT शिकायचं याचा अर्थ काय? या कंपोनंट बद्दल माहिती मिळवायची आपल्याला. ठीक आहे. सो वन बाय वन वी कॅन सी द कंपोनंट्स. वन बाय वन वी विल सी द लो लेवल कंपोनंट्स because we have previously seen all these components. Okay, these classes we have seen it. We now want to see all these low level classes or low level component so that we can design a program. आता जरी मी हाय लेवल किंवा लो लेवल असं जरी म्हटलं असेल तरी हाय लेवल आणि लो लेवल म्हणजे त्याची प्रायोरिटी असा विचार करू नका. हाय लेवल मध्ये त्याची प्रायोरिटी जास्त आहे, लो लेवल म्हणजे प्रायोरिटी कमी आहे, असा काही अर्थ होत नाही. हे फक्त क्लासिफिकेशन करण्याची एक पद्धत आहे. लो लेवल कंपोनंट्स आहे त्याचा अर्थ ते कमी प्रतीचे आहेत, त्याचा कमी वापर होऊ शकतो असं काही नाही. त्याचा सुद्धा तेवढाच वापर होतो. ठीक आहे. सो डोंट कन्सिडर दॅट दिस इज द प्रायोरिटी or precedence. Okay, all components are having an equal precedence. Okay, this is just a classification by which we are classifying it. The components which can be directly displayed on a screen are called as a high level components. The components which cannot directly displayed on a screen but we have to take the help of some other container, it is called as a low level component. सोप्या भाषेत सांगायचं तर जी कंपोनंट डायरेक्टली स्क्रीनवर दाखवता येतात ती हाय लेवल कंपोनंट्स आहेत आणि जी कंपोनंट्स दाखवण्यासाठी आपल्याला दुसऱ्या कोणत्या तरी कंपोनंटचा म्हणजे फ्रेमचा किंवा पॅनलचा वापर करावा लागतो. ओके, किंवा कंटेनरचा वापर करावा लागतो, त्या सगळ्यांना लो लेवल कंपोनंट्स म्हणायचं. राईट. ओके, वी विल सी द बटन क्लास. ओके, सो button class represent a push button. This displays some specified text. In the last session I have discussed this particular thing. Okay, I have shown you how the button is there. Okay, so there is a concept called as a event handling. What is event handling? Okay, if you identify, if you are using a, for example, you are using some application. Okay, and at the end of the application, okay, you have to fill your data. Okay, you have already gone through it. when you have taken admission for a diploma course here, okay, at that time you have actually submitted your application online. You have filled your data, you have filled your Aadhaar number and all other details, right? And at the end of the form there is a button called as a submit button, right? So submit or confirm button. You have clicked that submit or confirm button. Once you have clicked that submit button, okay, you have redirected to some other page. ओके, दॅट युअर ॲप्लिकेशन इज सक्सेसफुली कम्प्लिटेड. ओके, ज्या वेळेला तुम्ही तुमचा फॉर्म भरलात, ॲप्लिकेशन भरलात तुमचं, त्यावेळेला तुम्ही सबमिट किंवा कन्फर्म बटनवर क्लिक केलं. ज्या वेळेला तुम्ही कन्फर्म किंवा सबमिट बटनवर क्लिक करता त्यावेळी तुम्ही दुसऱ्या पेजकडे जाता. ओके, त्या पेजवर तुम्हाला मेसेज मिळतो, युअर ॲप्लिकेशन इज सबमिटेड सक्सेसफुल, राईट. म्हणजे ह्याचा मिनिंग असा आहे की सबमिट बटनवर क्लिक केल्यानंतर, सबमिट बटन प्रेस केल्यानंतर आपण एक इव्हेंट ट्रिगर करतो. ह्याला म्हणतात इव्हेंट ट्रिगर करणं. ट्रिगर करणं म्हणजे इव्हेंट स्टार्ट करणं, इव्हेंट चालू करणं. आणि ज्या वेळेला आपण त्या दुसऱ्या पेजवर पोहोचतो तेव्हा आपण त्या इव्हेंटचं हँडलिंग करतो. सोप्या भाषेत सांगायचं तर आपल्या घरामध्ये जर स्विच बोर्ड असेल, इलेक्ट्रिकल स्विच असेल आणि तो बंद अवस्थेत आहे, तुम्ही ज्या वेळेला फॅन सुरू करण्यासाठी स्विचचं बटन दाबता, करेक्ट, ओके, तुम्ही प्रेस करता, त्यावेळेला तुम्ही इव्हेंट ट्रिगर करता. आणि ज्या पॉईंटला तुमचं ते ॲप्लिकेशन, ओके, तो सप्लाय स्टार्ट होतो, म्हणजे फॅन चालू होत असेल किंवा लाईट लागत असेल, बल्बचा स्टार्ट होत असेल, त्यावेळेला त्याला म्हणायचं इव्हेंट हँडलिंग. ओके, सो इव्हेंट ट्रिगरिंग अँड इव्हेंट हँडलिंग. Similar way in software application it is there. Okay, we are pressing a submit button or a confirm button. At that time event is triggered, and when that particular message appears on the screen or you redirect to some other page, okay, that your application is submitted successfully, that is called as event handling. So if you are using a button in your AWT, then you have to handle these events. तुम्ही ज्या वेळेला बटन वापरणार आहात तेव्हा त्या बटनचा ॲट द एंड यूज कशासाठी असणार आहे, इव्हेंट हँडलिंगसाठी असणार आहे. तेव्हा AWT मध्ये इव्हेंट हँडलिंग नावाची कन्सेप्ट आहे. इन द नेक्स्ट युनिट वी विल सी व्हॉट इज इव्हेंट हँडलिंग. करंटली इट इज नॉट रिक्वायर्ड, वी विल सी इट, ओके, step by step. Okay, what is event handling, how to do it, okay, what are the ways by which we can perform the event handling, and so on. In your last semester in your GAD subject, right, course, you have seen this event handling. Okay, there are some colors, okay, or a signal system. Okay, when you click on a red button, okay, some message is displayed. When you click on some other button, yellow button, some message is displayed. This is nothing but event handling only. We have done it in our previous semester also. Okay, in our advanced Java we will see it, okay, in a stepwise manner how to do the event handling. Okay, so then next class is a label. We have also used a label class. Okay, now you have to note down the methods. Set alignment is a method. Okay, you can identify it. Okay, here we have created object of a label class, and then on the object of a label class, by using object of a label class, we have used a set alignment method. Right, now if you observe a panel, now a panel is an object of a panel class. So we are adding a label, object of a label class on a object of a panel class. It is possible. It is possible. Okay, either we can use a frame or we can use a panel. Both ways are possible. So panel is also a high level components. Okay, panel is also a container, right? Okay, for a panel class also, container is a super class. In that hierarchy you can identify it. Similarly, for a frame class also, container class is a super class. So either you can use the object of a frame class or you can use object of a panel class. It is your choice, right? So here in this PPT presentation they have used a panel class, object of a panel class. Okay, next is a list. Now list means you can display the list of strings. Okay, number of things you can display, number of items you can display by using a list. So list is a scrollable if necessary. It depends upon us. Okay, whether you have to keep that list as a scrollable list or non-scrollable list. Okay, I will give some sample codes for each and every class in on your Google Classroom. You can just go through these sample codes so that you can get to know about it easily. Okay, so there are methods, set multiple mode method. Okay, I will discuss about these modes and all other things. Okay. Then next one is a checkbox. You are familiar with the checkbox, right? So you can select one particular value, okay, by using a checkbox. Now if a checkbox is added to the checkbox group, then it will behave like a radio button. Radio buttons means you are having a 4 choices, or you are having n number of choices. You can select only one choice, then it is called as a radio button. But if you are having n choices and you can select multiple choice, more than one choice, then it is act as a checkbox. ओके, ज्या वेळेला तुम्हाला दिलेल्या चॉईस मधून, समजा तुमच्याकडे दिलेले चॉईस समजा 5 चॉईस आहेत तुमच्याकडे, ओके, त्या 5 मधून तुम्ही जर एकापेक्षा जास्त चॉईस सिलेक्ट करू शकत असाल तर चेकबॉक्स येतो, आणि जर तुम्ही त्या 5 मधून फक्त एकच चॉईस सिलेक्ट करू शकत असाल तर ते रेडिओ बटन. You know about it. Okay, so it depends upon you whether to create a radio button or whether to keep it as a checkbox. That component, keep it as a checkbox. Okay, there are some methods, get state method, get position methods, and all other methods. Okay, so for that I will give a sample code so that you can know about each and every class in detail, right? Next one is a choice. Okay, similar to the list, you can here also you can use a list of strings, but it is a drop down list. So hence, okay, so in case of list we are not having a drop down list, here we are having a drop down list. Next one is a text field. Text field I have already explained to you. Okay, in a single row you can have a number of words, number of characters, that is a number of columns means number of characters. It is a text field. Okay, in case of text area you are having n number of rows, n number of columns. Okay. Next one is a text area. So this text area is created for 5 rows and 80 columns. In this manner you can create an object of a text area. In case of text field you can create an object of a text field in this manner. Okay, there are a number of constructors associated with it. Next part is a layout manager. Okay, so in the next session I will discuss a layout manager. Here we stop. You can just go through your Google Classroom for the necessary code. I will share it with you in coming days. You can just go through that particular codes and you can use on your machine so that you can run it. Right? Okay, I will also run it and I will show you output. Okay, so I will make a video displaying all the outputs, okay, and how to run the particular code. So I will use one session to do the actual coding, practically coding, so that you can see the coding on your screen in the next 1 or 2 sessions. Okay, so here we go, here we stop. Okay, happy learning, stay home, stay safe.